Good morning, class 7. I am Anil Bhagat, your science teacher from Modern International School, Hiswa. Welcome back to our e-learning program. Today, in this video lecture, we will discuss about chapter 12, that is reproduction in plants. In the previous lectures, we had discussed about the reproduction, then about the types of reproduction, sexual and asexual reproduction. Then under asexual reproduction, we had already discussed about vegetative propagation and budding. Now today we will discuss about fragmentation and spore formation. So first of all, let's discuss about fragmentation. So in the pond or in the ditches or in the some other stagnant water bodies, you will observe that a thread-like structure, green thread-like structures. This is a alga and this is algae and this is called Spirogyra. This is a algae and this is called Spirogyra, a long thread-like structure. If you observe under microscope or under magnifying glass, you will observe you can observe its structure. So it is a filament like structure, a thread like structure. So what happened in the ponds when the conditions are good, when this Spirogyra or algae get the proper nutrients, then it will break into different into parts. It will break into parts and every part will grow into a new Spirogyra or a new plant. So these pieces of fragments grow into a new individual or a new Spirogyra plant. So this is called fragmentation. This thread-like structure of Spirogyra will break into pieces and you can say they start floating on the water, and new individuals of Spirogyra will be generated by this piece of fragments. And if the nutrient medium is good or the nutrients present in the water is good amount, then this process is very fast and in a short period of time they will cover a long area of the pond. So this process is called fragmentation. Now comes the next type of process, that is called spore formation. So spores are light and travel in the air for long distances. So here in chapter 1 you had performed an activity or you had learnt about an activity. What is that activity? In the activity it is told to you that take a piece of bread and put some water on it and keep it in an area, warm and moist area of your room, and after some time you will find a fluffy patches on that bread, So if you take a little amount from this fluffy white patches and if you observe it under a microscope or a magnifying glass, you will observe a cotton thread-like structures are present there. So this is a type of fungus. And in there are some areas, round shaped areas are there where spores are kept. So these spores are very light and they can travel long distances in the air. These spores have a thick outer coat so that they can survive in unfavorable conditions. These spores have a thick coat so that they can survive in unfavorable conditions. and when favorable condition will be there, the coat will burst and from inside the spores will come out and produce a new plant. In mushrooms, or you can say in the rainy seasons, you will find that this white type of small umbrella like structure appear on the dead and decaying things. So if you take these mushrooms and break the upper part, inside that upper part you will observe a gills like structure. If you put it on a piece of paper, black paper, and from the top if you press it with something like a tumbler or anything, if you press it, you will find patches are there. So these patches are formed because of the spore which is present inside the gills. So mosses, ferns, mushrooms, these all are grow from the spores, and spores are asexual reproductive bodies. Spores are called asexual reproductive bodies. Okay class, so this is a little information about spore formation and fragmentation. I hope you are able to understand about fragmentation process and spore formation process. If any problem, ask me class. I will help you. Have a great day. Be safe at home. Thank you.